Hey folks, Darren again with my Week 17 predictions. This weekend has playoff issues all over the place. Who's in, who's out, who's going home, what seed, where they're going to play, who's at home, who has home field advantage. This weekend is the weekend for the big football fans because there's a lot of hype in this weekend. Let's start with the Browns at the Steelers. The Steelers have a very, very, very slim chance of making the playoffs. However, they need San Diego, Baltimore, and Miami to lose in order to make the playoffs. Not going to happen. Maybe two of those teams might lose, but not all three. Take the Steelers in this game. Redskins at the Giants. This is a who cares game. Neither one of them is in the playoffs. They're both going to the golf course after this game. However, take the Giants. The next game is the big game. Baltimore Ravens at Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have the potential to take over the number 2 seed spot. However, they need New England to lose in order to take it. So, they have to win. Same as the Baltimore Ravens. They have to win. They win, they're guaranteed the 6th seed. They lose, they're going home. However, that said, the Bengals have too much offense for the Ravens. Look for the Bengals to win this game. Handedly. Texans at Titans. Another game that's meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. Neither one of them is going to make the playoffs. They're both going to be on the golf course after this game. However, Houston is absolutely horrible. Look for the Titans to win this game. Jaguars at Colts. The Colts are in, the Jags are out. However, the Colts still have the chance at the number 2 seed. However, they need New England to lose and they need Cincinnati to lose in order to take the number 2 seed. However slim it looks, I don't think it's going to happen. However, they will win this game. Take the Colts over the Jags. Here's the big game. Jets at Dolphins. The Dolphins have looked good a couple of games this year, but for the most part, they've been horrible. And the Jets have looked good the last couple of weeks. We're not talking about a 2-14 team, 2-13 team. We're talking about an 8-8 team. The Jets are a decent team. They're probably better than Miami. So, spoiler alert. The Jets are going to knock the Dolphins out of the playoffs by beating them. Next game, Lions at Vikings. Another game that means absolutely nothing. Both teams are headed for the golf course after the game. However, take the Lions. Panthers at Falcons. This game, again, has playoff issues, as the Panthers are the number 2 seed. However, if they lose this game and New Orleans wins, New Orleans takes the 2nd seed. And if Arizona wins, not only does Carolina drop down behind New Orleans, they also get knocked out of the playoffs because Arizona has a better record against Carolina. So Arizona would get the last playoff spot, and Carolina would go home. So they have to win this game. However, Matt Ryan and company have looked good the past couple of weeks, and this will be Tony Gonzalez's last game before he retires. You remember Tony Gonzalez. He holds most of the records right behind who? Jerry Rice. That said, this is going to be a good game. I'm thinking the Falcons got enough to pull the win out. However, I think the Panthers are going to find a way to win. I'm hoping the Falcons win, but I think the Panthers are going to win. Saints at Buccaneers. The Saints have pretty much the same scenario. If they lose and Arizona wins, the Saints are going home. And the Cardinals are going to the playoffs. So don't expect the Saints to bench anyone. Don't expect them to back down. They're going to be playing balls to the wall. They're going to put up some serious points this weekend. Take the Saints. Bills at Patriots. Remember the Bills last week when I said they were going to upset Miami and everybody called me crazy? Oh yeah, they did upset them. Look for them to do pretty much the same thing against the Patriots. However, the Patriots aren't the Dolphins. And Tom Brady, albeit I don't like him very much, I think he's been given too many candies and too many silver spoons. He is a much better quarterback than Tannehill. So, that said, the Patriots are going to pull this game out, but not by much. And hold on to the number 2 seed. Rams at Seahawks. This game doesn't really mean a lot, as the Seahawks have already got the NFC locked, stocked, and barreled. However, the Seahawks will play their starters the first half, probably bench them in the second half, but they'll still win this game. Now, here's one of the biggies. Green Bay at Chicago. And I know I said it last week that Aaron Rodgers would be back last week, but they bluffed me. They didn't make the call until Saturday that Rodgers was not going to play. However, this week, it's 110% for sure Rodgers will play. What's that spell? Bad news for the Bears. You know, like the movie, The Bad News Bears. Whoever wins this game is in the playoffs. Whoever loses goes home. Look for the Packers to go in and win this game. If the Packers get in, which I think they're going to, the Packers are going to be a serious contender for the NFC. Because think about it, even without Aaron Rodgers, they've still played some pretty good ball. Here's another major issue game. 49ers at Cardinals. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, actually like 5 weeks ago, look out for the Cardinals. What's up? The Cardinals actually have a shot at making the playoffs. However, they need a few favors. They need the Falcons to upset the Panthers. That said, they still have the 49ers in front of them. However, the Cardinals are better than the 49ers. I've never been a Colin Kaepernick fan. I never will be. I'm still saying that the 49ers were absolute idiots for getting rid of Alex Smith. But that's another story. Look for the Cardinals to win this game handedly. Broncos at Raiders. The Broncos pretty much have the AFC locked up. And I don't see Terrell Pryor beating the Broncos. Maybe himself, but he won't beat the Broncos. Broncos, by halftime, will be up by so much it won't matter. They'll bench their starters. Chiefs at Chargers. Albeit this game has no meaning for the Chiefs because they can't go up and they can't go down. Their 5th seed is locked. What's left open is the 6th seed, which the Chargers are trying to get. Albeit they need a favor. They need the Bengals to beat the Ravens, and they need... Oh, damn, I'm drawing a complete blank. The Dolphins to lose to the Jets. Which, if you've been watching, I've predicted both of them to lose. The Chargers win this game, which they have already beat the Chiefs. And the Chiefs aren't even going to be starting their starters. Why bother? They can't go up. They can't go down. What would be the point? Take the Chargers in this game and look for the Chargers to win the 6th seed and make the playoffs. This will be the first year in this playoff format scenario that 3 teams from one division have made the playoffs. Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers. Remember, you heard it here. Eagles at Cowboys. Here's another playoff issue game. Whoever wins goes in. Whoever loses goes to the golf course. Tony Romo is going to be playing. However, he has a herniated disc in his lower back. They're going to dope him up to play this game. But have you ever tried to do anything with a herniated disc? It's not very comfortable. Romo will be out by the end of the first quarter, if he makes it that far. And the Eagles just have too much offense for the Cowboys anyway. Look for the Cowboys to be on the golf course by the end of the day. That's me for Week 17. Remember, I'll be back for the playoffs. See you in a couple of weeks. If you like what you hear here, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks. Have a good one. See you next year.